Edmonton Oilers were in the midst of their building towards a dynasty of the mid to late 1980s and early 1990s. A lot of people looked at the farm club they had as the best part of the process. A lot of people didn't know that it would eventually end up in not a hockey hotbed, a sports hotbed, no doubt, but the Wichita Wind spent 2 seasons as the main affiliate for the Edmonton Oilers before the Devils took over in '83. Now, the Wind played in Wichita, Kansas, in the Central Hockey League at the Britt Brown Arena in the Kansas Coliseum, that big, beautiful venue. The team's GM was Larry Gordon for all 3 seasons of his existence. Now, in June 1980, Gordon was replaced as Oilers GM and took over as president, owner, and GM of the Wind. The team name was picked from 6,600 entries in a name-to-team contest, and the team's mascot was an orange tornado. Ray Somnor, who went on to become coach of the San Jose Barracuda, was the captain for all 3 seasons of the Wind's existence. Now, the Wind were decimated by injuries during their inaugural season. In a game against the Dallas Blackhawks on December 27, 1980, they dressed coach Garnet Bailey as a defenseman and a public relations employee as the backup goalie. Unfortunately, they lost the game 6-3. Bailey was described by Tom Rolson as just like a big kid, who also said that many practices consist of half-ice scrimmages and shootouts. The team played to a 6th place finish of 32 victories, 45 losses, and 3 ties in the regular season, and he also had the most penalty minutes. Bailey's club won its first playoff series against the Indianapolis Checkers in the decisive 5th game on a 6-5 count on a goal by Tom Rolson, the league's leading scorer. The Wind won the following series 4-2 against Dallas, who led the regular season standings. The Wind eventually lost in 7 games to the reigning champions, the Salt Lake Golden Eagles, in the Adams Cup title series. Don Murdoch, the former Ranger and Oilers star, was named playoff MVP after getting 17 goals and 7 assists over 18 games, a CHL playoff record for points. After the season, former Oiler and center Don Ashby, the Wind's second leading scorer, died in a car crash. Now, the Wind, in their second season, coached by John Muckler, concluded the 82 preseason with a 5-4 loss to the Golden Eagles. A good checking team, but lacking in offensive power. Only 4 Wichita players average only over 1 point per game. Following a game in which the team received 19 fighting penalties, Muckler and 8 other members of the organization spent the night in jail for a nightclub altercation following the contest. The owner of a disco club asked police to remove the players from his property. Muckler eventually said that police panicked and didn't handle the situation very professionally. Well, a bunch of accented Canadians in the middle of Kansas, what do you expect? After winning twice and tying once in the last 3 games, the Wind finished the regular season 44-33-3, first in the league's South Division. In the first round of the playoffs, the Wind swept 3 games from the Nashville South Stars, and which was their only season for Nashville in the association. In the following round, the Checkers won in 4 straight to eliminate the Wind. Now, in August '82, Muckler was promoted to the Oilers as assistant coach and replaced by Andy Lang. Additionally, the New Jersey Devils replaced the Oilers as the Wind's paired team. The Wind missed the playoffs for the first time, finishing in 6th with a 29-48-3 record. They were eliminated from playoff contention early in the season. Now, it was announced after the season that the team would not play in Wichita a 4th year because of conflicts over the lease on the Kansas Coliseum. The Coliseum's owners wanted a 2-year commitment, while GM Gordon wanted a 1-year lease. Additionally, the team lacked a practice facility. Gordon said the team bent over backwards to keep hockey in Wichita. A preliminary agreement was then reached to move the team to Yellowstone Metro, now Rimrock Auto Arena in Billings, Montana, where they later become the Montana Magic during the '84 season. And the story of the Magic is also on our YouTube site here. Now, the disagreements over the arena had to do with bottom line, and that's how it was back then. Prices for arena rentals, or what he called usage, were going up with the recession of the 1980s, early 80s, and a lot of teams were caught into this. In some cases, they were doubling because of electricity costs, fuel, especially in Canada, the exchange on the Canadian dollar. So it wasn't a surprise that a team like Wichita found himself in the midst of this recessional era and paid for it. So again, that's the story of the Wichita Wind. Still holds a great affection within Oiler fans, because they always like to say, if you can make it in Wichita as a hockey player, you can make it any place. No doubt, no doubt. And, if you played first line for Wichita, were you a lineman for the county? That's the question. I think so. Have a good day. Bye.